so sad. Triple H. Anything you think
Yeah.
you guys will do anything to honor him? Maybe before Raw or something.
Yeah, but we
Montage.
did. We did. Obviously, this was all happening in real
Yeah.
time. Wednesday night, we put something beginning of the show. I'm sure we'll be doing something
Yeah.
on SmackDown, and he was such a great guy. Shad was one of those guys that everybody loved. Steph and I saw him maybe 6 months ago. We were at Fox for a meeting, and he was just coming out of the lobby. We were coming in the lobby, and we probably stood there for 20 minutes talking. He's just the greatest guy. So nice, and finding success in all these other things he was doing in Hollywood and everything else, and and with the circumstances around all of this, and his son, which thank God he is okay, but knowing that he said save my son, and it was the last thing he did, and that's all you need to know about the guy. He was just a great human being, and it's tragic, and my thoughts and prayers are everyone's here to his wife and his kids and just the family. I mean, it's tragic. Even as it was happening that day, and you're just holding out hope.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know. Maybe he got picked up by a boat,
Right,
or you're just hanging on anything that please don't let this be true. And as illogical as it is, and unfortunately it was.
Yeah.
It's just again tragic.
What's up, everyone? Anybody who knows me knows that I am not a person to mourn publicly. It's not my way. It's not the way I do things. It's not the way I process things. But I thought it was worth mentioning Shad Gaspard today. And I've been sitting here all day trying to figure out why this is bothering me so much. Because Shad and I, we weren't super close, and I don't want to make pretenses like we were super close. I've known him since 2006, and we had some great times on the road, and we would talk here and there, and I'd see him all the time at Gold's. He was, as everybody knows, he was a common face at Gold's. He spent a lot of time there, lifting people up and telling big stories. If you know Shad, you know what I'm talking about. And these are the kind of things where we just didn't gel. I'm a very subtle person. I like to sneak into a room, and Shad's not, man. He liked to walk into a room and then cause a ruckus. He was that dude. He was bigger than life. And anyway, as I'm thinking about it and trying to process why it's bothering me so much, I figured it out. This is it, and this is what I'll share with you. This is what I knew about Shad. Shad was a dream chaser. Shad went after everything that he was passionate about in his life. Wrestling, films. The last time I saw him was on the red carpet of the MTV Awards, and he couldn't have been any more proud to be a part of Birds of Prey, and we talked about it. And he was so happy, I don't think he wanted to leave the red carpet. And I stood out there and I talked to him, and he was proud, and I was proud for him. And I feel like he was just starting to make headway in films, and now he's gone. And he won't ever have a chance to live out his dreams. And that bothers the shit out of me. So, if there's anything that I can share with you about the loss of Shad Gaspard, is that dude was a dream chaser. And you should be inspired by his journey and inspired by his final sacrifice. Some of my thoughts and prayers to his family, and all of my friends and his friends who are hurting over his loss. I do know that the world is not a better place today.